television every single day, watched everything they did, you know. And I just got really fascinated by, because nobody had seen anything quite like the Muppets before, you know. They're these great looking, really attractive colors. And how do they work? How do these guys make these things work? So I got really obsessed with that part of it. And I was a real puppet nerd. And then I started trying to build my own characters. And I wasn't terribly good at it to start with. But I wrote a letter to Jim Henson when I was 10 years old. And Jim wrote back about 6 months later, which was amazing for a 10-year-old kid to get this letter from Jim Henson. And I just asked, you know, have you written any books about how to make puppets? Because I'd like to learn. He wrote back and said, I haven't done that, but I encourage you to keep trying. And there's some simple Muppet patterns that you can get. At that point, you couldn't get the stuff online. I had to get a back copy of an issue of a magazine that he had published these things in. So I got those. I started making puppets. So yeah, I was just really, it was my passion to learn this, you know, from the time I was about 10 years old. So what Jim didn't know was, it's interesting, by writing me that letter, he actually started mentoring me 9 years before he hired me.
Sure.
You know, it's a really interesting thing if you think about it. He didn't know that, but it turned out that way.
Well, folks, if you have any more questions for Steve, go see him at his booth.
Yes.
Go say hi to him. Please.